says it's active.
And we're live. And we are here with DM Venorek, who
Who's
is
getting pissed off?
running us through Starfinder against the Ion Throne. J Rob is not here yet. I think the rest of us are
He said he will be online in 10 minutes.
10 minutes. And Veno's jacking around with Sirenscape.
It was unable to make fart sounds and he was angry.
Yep. So
Right.
I could
It says
turn
it's active.
Pretzel back on since there's nobody here anyway and start the stream in 10 minutes. Let me add 10 minutes to the timer. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Got my chips, got my drink.
He said that I looked and said, oh, we got chips. And then I realized that that's the...
I think we're. Test, test.
Now go
Yeah.
for it.
All
I
right,
can
well,
hear you, but Marge seems to be talking otherwise. I don't know.
You as well.
Space, the final frontier.
No, I was saying they can't hear you
these are the.
yet.
Oh,
I was
these
changing
are the
scenes.
voyages.
Yes. Go for it, Benno.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
These, these are the voyages of the starship Cosmic Brownie.
It's like space, man.
All right, well, welcome to another session of Against the Aeon Throne with yours truly, DM Venorek. Of course, we can't have a game without the players, who are probably a little bit more important than me to a point, because you can't, have a game without players, right?
Schmoozing.
I think you can. It's just called writing a book.
Or playing with oneself.
Is that too?
And ladies and gentlemen, Vin does that every night on Fans Only. For your $29.95 membership, he will do things that you can't even imagine.
And thank you for that false advertisement.
Use code word Vroosh and save 5% today.
That's right. Act now. Use code word Baruch, and you will get 10% off tonight's episode.
I'm going to kill you one of these days, J-Rob.
I should have gone into radio.
You do have the voice for it.
Video would have killed you.
Yeah, video would have definitely killed me. I do not have video-friendly face, nor do I have a video-friendly body. That's why only Venorek is on fansonly.com.
Yeah, they ain't no Wolfman Jack no more these days. Ow!
That's right, baby. Coming at you live right here on Venorek's channel.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I got so many voices here. Jeez, wow.
All right, so who would like to give a recap of last session?
We set some monkeys loose. We killed some people
Pocket
by the
sand.
graveyard. Pocket sand! Pocket sand! Yeah.
we we killed some people in the graveyard. We got a really cool rifle off of them, I do believe. Made our way to the storage building. Had an encounter with some more of the troops, and we also ran into a guy who inadvertently killed some of the troops and was kind of pretending to be a troop.
Ricochet Rally or something.
Yeah, and we
Ricochet
had
something.
had some.
You do realize that he wasn't the one that actually shot, right? It was the cadet trooper that shot, and it ricocheted and hit him.
I'll likely swear that's not what we're
Ricochet
gonna see in
rabbit.
the court documents.
Ricochet Randy was a victim of circumstance.
Rindle.
But we took care of the ensuing troops that caught us there in the storage, the supply room, I guess. We did not find any peanut butter and crackers, as I recall.
No, they
I'm
thought
looking for that though.
they thought
Yeah.
they was gonna come in here and give their meat a good old rub. Yeah, boy, but they didn't.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Jankin is a horrible influence on everyone.
They thought they'd come in here and give their meat a good old rubbing.
Yay.
Yay. Anyway, we won. We won D&D last week.
This isn't D&D.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Not after we beat it. Now it's something else.
Well, you weren't there when they won D&D, or at least Strahd.
Yeah, we teabagged Strahd.
All right, so you have a good night's rest in the junk shop, even though you might find it a little bit difficult to get comfortable because there's junk all over the place. Damn, dude. Wasting that nat 20 right off the bat, huh? And who were you using that first one on?
Oh, I said Jeremiah and Wit in that order, so I guess Jeremiah.
Oh, cool. Was I injured? I should check.
Somebody
You
lifted
had
my
one
fatigue.
wound.
Yeah, I just gave you a overnight rest, which was restored your stamina and some of your HP if you were missing any.
I did a good job of hiding. I don't think I was missing much.
I got one wound, but I guess Zivarak's gonna use his healing powers on me.
Well, I have a first aid kit, so it's more like I'm gonna bandage you and.
Well,
You know how to use it? Like, I guess you rolled a 20, so you do, but.
all right. Well, y'all did notice that several times during the evening before going to bed that Ibretta left for a short time and then returned. And in the morning, after you've rested and whatnot, she tells you that you've done a great job so far. Keep it up, and says that where is it? There's actually a few more resistance fighters. I'm not the only one, and I'd like you to meet them. I think you could help each other.
Well, we're all about making friends and, being companions with those who resist, so to speak. So, is there a way maybe you could help us to recognize them when we come across them rather than just shooting first and asking questions later?
Well, they definitely won't be in Aslantean armor, and I will tell you where their homes are. Let's see. We never meet all together in person. Always make up some excuse to go over there. Deliver something or fix something.
I ask an in-character thing, and Vin always just kind of gives me this snarky answer.
Sorry, if you asked a question, I must have totally missed it. I am so sorry.
I'm going to stop playing in character with you from now on because my character would have said that to her. Is what I was doing.
So everybody out there on the stream,
was
on the stream out there, this portion is brought to you by Vino's free campsites, and we'll post a number here after the show.
That needs to get updated because
there's no phone number on there. How can it be? Our web, our URL.
Use code Varouche for 10% off your membership today.
Now only. Click on the banner. All right.
I thought you put the image.
I think we rubbed that. Vino, we love you, buddy. We love you so much, man. Look at him. He's just red faced.
We can love him even cheaper with the.
I never watched this. I never watched the stream, so I don't know what face Vin's actually making. It's kind of sad.
Shaking his head a whole lot.
Yeah.
Are we on Twitch?
Yes.
Yeah.
Marb channel.
You didn't see all that, J-Rob? I posted that. You're going to have to go back and watch that. Somebody needs to clip that.
But I do apologize for skipping over your in-character question. Can you repeat it, please?
I'm not going to do it in character because I'm somewhat disillusioned with you. He asked a genuine question. How could we?
I was half reading.
Recognize them, rather than us coming across people here and just shooting them first and then figuring out later, oh shit, they're really with the resistance. That's all. That would be something he would have asked because we don't know
who. Secret handshake.
Who is and who isn't. I mean, the armor makes sense totally. It's just.
Well, I'm gonna give you their names, and I'm gonna tell you where they live in the colony.
Hey, Captain. Permission to develop a secret handshake just in case.
Permission granted.
I'll be able to tell who they are because they will be not as bad of sinners as the others. And I can smell sinners.
To make a few story entries because I think I forgot to bring over the campaign from last one where I had already done this. Kind of forgot about it. So yeah, their names are Goraya Lee, who is a female Lashunta.
Alright, I'm sure the captain will find her somehow.
Can't read it. Damn it.
Thank you for putting it in the chat because I could have never spelled that correctly.
Goraya Lee. Alright. Up next is, well, you already know Jellic Folson. Of course, he can be found here.
Where?
Oh, he's here at the junk shop. He's laying
Oh.
low. So I don't need to do one for them. Then we have Ludvar Kresk.
What does Ludvar look like?
Ludvar is a human male. Well, no, not here. A lot of these are going to be human and Lashunta. And yeah,
Ludvar is human.
What? What'd you say? J-Rob, what was that?
I was just confirming that the second name is a human male.
Yes. Are you going to make me disable the farts?
And Goraya Lee, is that what
Female
speak?
Lashunta.
Thank you.
Female Lashunta.
I don't know
last
what
one-
these races look like. Lashunta.
What kind of Lashunta? There's two kinds of Lashuntas, Venno.
Oh, you're right. There is two kinds.
I don't
It's
know which is which,
the-
but
Damaya. You should be able to find images in the CRB in the image button.
Lashunta.
I know what they are because I was going to go as a Lashunta at one point. That was going to be my right.
Yeah, Goria is a Damaya.
Is she the
Lashunta.
leaner or the thicker?
Lashuntas look the
don't
same
remember.
now.
Yeah, they look generally the same.
Oh, yeah. You've got the Damia ones who are just intelligent and the Corshia ones that are more physical.
All right,
As I said, leaner or.
Well, the next one we have is, I'm guessing, Corsica Arquin, who is a female human. And let's see, where should we put her?
are you adding this to a map or something?
Yes, to the normal the colony map. I'll share it again.
I'm having trouble like figuring out the scale of this place because it doesn't look like these crates or whatever are very far apart. Like, but is it that just a trick of the light, so to speak, or
are you talking about there's some of them that have like two butted right up next to each other? Or are you talking about in general? They're kind of close.
Yeah, in general, they look really close, man.
I would imagine that these things are probably about the size of like a shipping container.
That's what I figure.
Give or take.
Yep. So this,
And yes, Brad, the captain loves women of color.
You mean women, period. I don't think you discriminate.
Perhaps not. I've never dated someone from the Oriental persuasion, to be honest. I never got a chance, but I probably would. Just never have.
Oh, of course you would. You don't discriminate.
I love all women equally.
Exactly.
that's why we call him Captain Creepy.
Well, if the paths are regular path size, the kind of yards between the buildings are not that big.
Yeah. I mean, if you're judging it by the grid on the map, ignore the grid.
That is sad because what's the point of that grid?
Honestly, I'm not sure why they put a grid on here, to be perfectly honest.
It
You
looks
can
like
sort of
a
approximate the size by the size of the graves, by the size of the graves there, right?
trailer park in Florida.
Yeah. Yeah, I would probably say that the headstones up in the cemetery are going to be roughly the size of a human, so walking through it doesn't seem like it'd be too cramped.
So based on that, roughly these squares are 10 foot by 10 foot, technically.
Probably, at least. I don't see any sort of scale on this map.
And for these containers, roughly about 50 feet in length. That makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, they're definitely big enough that, these folks can make their home out of.
Yeah.
Living in shipping containers is a semi-popular thing.
Yeah, I would do it if I had
And-
land for it.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, this is a colony, so they probably came over in some sort of large colony ship that had all of their supplies and whatnot in these cargo containers. And why bring along prefabricated houses or build something when you can just retrofit the containers? Seems a lot easier to me.
Yeah, or slightly modified containers in the first place.
Ben
to
is a
make them
true hillbilly.
Vin is a what?
You are a true hillbilly.
No, I'm not. And I take offense to that.
I'm a hillbilly. What's wrong with that?
The term that I would find acceptable, even though slightly offensive, would be redneck. I'd be okay with that.
I'm fine with being a hillbilly. I come from the mountains of Appalachia. We know moonshine. We know whiskey.
Yeah, I'm a proud hillbilly from the Ozarks, man.
We know tobacco.
I was born and raised in Memphis.
We fix shit rather than throw it away and just buy something new. I mean, that's the epitome of a hillbilly or hillbilly, as it's popularly known. So it was actually a compliment toward you to actually think that they would use these storage containers. They would retrofit them rather than just bring shit. Yeah.
I mean, why waste the space when you could be using it for something that's more essential? Like, I
True
don't know.
hillbilly mentality.
I could see myself cotton hillbillying up this one right back here.
Just shoot some holes in the side for ventilation.
Sure.
Gotta get that cross breeze.
The only thing you need to be concerned about with a storage container is whether or not it has housed radiation at any point. That's your biggest issue, or biochemicals.
Well, I would imagine that these were probably environmentally controlled containers. Otherwise, they wouldn't be a whole lot of use to live in.
Make sure it doesn't have one of those really weird poisonous spiders from some other land.
You mean like from Australia?
Or worse, Space Australia.
Space spiders.
A xenomorph.
Brad, you've just given me a great idea for a Tuesday game idea.
Hello, mate.
Good day, mate.
Where you from?
Oh, that a spider. This is a spider.
Come over here. We're just throwing some shrimp on the bobby.
That's apparently incorrect.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Supposed to call them prawns.
Prawns on the bobby?
I don't know if I'd want to date Barbie if she's got prawns.
Oh, I would, man.
Them prawns is good eating.
Prawn.
Yep, good bet.
Not to be confused with prions.
Don't eat those.
Don't know much about them now, but I tell you what, down in the bayou, them prawns good eating. Mm-hmm.
Let's just say they're akin to a virus, but probably worse.
Don't believe in that coronavirus. That's what your bullshit. Yes, me.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm. I've met people who speak that way, and and they probably think what I just said. So I wasn't going too far.
Yeah. No, there's a number of people that think that.
Yeah. Bullshit. That's right. Mm-hmm.
J-Rob, you need to try to do a boomhauer.
To be honest, I never watched it enough to try.
We're not
to
gonna
do
die,
boomhaus
old
much.
man. Yeah, I'm come down here to build his house out of his kitchen. I go, man, I'm gonna hit Billy right up.
All right, so we could go collect some moisture, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Moisture vapor, you say, good stuff. Yeah, try that day, but
Moisture.
I kind of just wait to see where everyone else goes so I can follow them.
Well,
what
right,
she tells,
right now we're this mouse
only
in the
told us
house, right?
yeah,
Right.
she told us 3 of the resistance fighters. Was there one more you were going to tell us about?
Well, there's Jellic, but you've already met him, and Ibretta is the leader of the resistance. She's the one that goes around and coordinates with the others, so they're not all in the same place at the same time.
Ah, okay.
Looking suspicious, like.
Spread roads around. That's
Don't think it's suspicious when
Bro.
there are some people who are never ever seen together.
Then we ought to go down and dig old moisture collector.
There's a number of colonists that are just staying in their homes during this occupation.
I mean, for instance, have you ever seen Cotton and the ship Roomba in the same room at the same time?
What?
They could be the same person. It could be Cotton wearing a suit.
Y'all
Man,
just trying to
Did you
say
say
that's a deep
A Roomba
thought.
suit?
did you say the ship's Roomba, and now there's a Roomba suit? What the hell have you been smoking, Professor?
I think it was the stuff that Cotton gave
Hey,
me.
hey, you been in my stash, man? I mean, this is my stash of
Really
cookies from home, Captain, is what I'm talking about.
I really wanted a cookie for dessert, and that's all I could find.
Man, some of those cookies were made from that fungus that we got on that last planet, you know? And with them cockroach
in all
people.
seriousness, where could we be most helpful to the resistance at this moment?
Well, aside from completing the other missions I've given you, just going to see if you can try to be of assistance. I mean, I've told you about. I mean, I've told them about the few things you've done. They were rather impressed, but
Where's
I think
Madeline's
it'd be
house?
best.
It looks like the moisture collector and Luzvar Kresk are very close to each other.
Madeline is the administrator. So
Okay.
the administrator's house.
We could just blow up their fort now.
We said we were going to do the other stuff and then invade the fort.
Yeah, I recommend you do everything you can to try to hurt them before.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of their moisture. They can't have any moisture.
Well, that's more of the colonists need water than anything.
I thought maybe they really needed things that were moist.
Can't have any moisture.
My good professor, showers are apparently an essential part of hygiene. Perhaps you should try that every once in a while. I know you're very busy
I
working
just,
down in the engine room, but a shower wouldn't hurt you.
Captain, he smelled a little bit like bullshit for a reason. We can't really hold that against him.
He smells like bully bullshit. I get it.
Yeah, no moisture. He got some powder for that.
I don't like, you know what, Professor, you're right. I don't like chafing either. I like to stay dry down there, so moisture is definitely a no-go.
I know there's one situation that you would prefer there to be moisture.
If your house is on fire.
No, I would hope that there would be like gallons of water.
Well, I'm burning to death, but at least it's nice and humid in here.
You shut up, Stark. Water's not overrated. That's what I'm drinking.
I'm drinking coffee.
Goodness.
I'll tell you what, drink vodka right now.
All right, J. Rob, you have homework. You need to go watch several episodes of King of the Hill and reproduce how Boomhauer talks. Because you've got the type of voice right. You just need to work on the words.
You gotta say dango.
I'm
Dango.
I'm not trying to do Boomhauer. That's the funny part.
He's just imitating his neighbor.
Yeah, pretty much. The guy's from Louisiana, and that right there, trying to talk. I tell you what, that's right. I tell you, the whole thing was bullshit. That's right. That's how he talks.
So, what are your plans for today?
The same thing we do every night.
Try to save the city.
Get to take over the container complex.
Captain, do you think we
Well,
should go to the administrator
I
house?
think the moisture farm is probably the next stop, right?
Perhaps when you're over there, you can speak to Ludvar Kresk.
It's a good idea.
His place isn't too terribly far.
Well, gentlemen, let's head in this direction then and try to make some magic happen here.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
I don't eat them old cows and them chickens, man. I'm vegetarian. That's right. I only eat surf and turf. That's right. But no turf. Bad for you. High blood cholesterol. That's right.
Now, I'm curious if this is actually the bishop's voice now.
Of course, it's not Bishop's voice. Bishop has to speak like this. You know, Starfinder log 87694. We are just now getting ready to depart on a mission to get to the moisture collector and perhaps to talk with a certain Ludvar Kresk. Hopefully, we will not run into any adversaries along the route.
We're gonna go there quiet as a church mouse. See?
Captain's log addendum. There's lots of enemies because there's always all the enemies.
Captain's personal log. The professor definitely needs to shower next time we're on ship.
Sneaky through the weeds.
Like a little old snaky poo. That's right.
All right, Timmons.
That male Timmons, you.
Are there any horse thieves?
Hang 'em high. Hang up them horses. Hang 'em by the toes.
We're gonna camp out here in these woods and spy on this water tank. This the moisture collector.
Professor, are you feeling moist over there right now?
Moisture level is adequate.
What you see in front of you is a large pair of panties.
What?
Nothing.
That was random as hell.
Was it?
Somebody-
You didn't see that coming?
We're
Really?
talking about moisture, so no, it wasn't that
Oh.
random.
Do you see anything, Cotton? Here, let me pick you up and hold you over the tree. You can see
No, man. That's the worst. No, I don't like it. It's not the way I like to get high. Moisture collector.
Looks like you're approaching from this side.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Oh, who's on me? She's wit. There's no hiding wit. He's just stomping down the road.
Gentlemen, be prepared for anything.
All right. The moisture collector in Medellon's Landing stands on the northeastern edge of the settlement. The device is a metal spire adorned with several wide flanges, similar in shape to satellite dishes, and 4 large plastic tubes for water collection sits at its base. Thick plastic tubes connect the flanges with the tubs.
There's a lot of flanges over there. Be careful.
So, are we here to secure it or destroy it?
I don't think
Not sure if that was a serious question or not.
Man,
Well,
if
the
that's all,
colony-
that's all the
I
water.
don't think we can destroy it.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jeremiah, if you were to bless the water, could you turn it into holy water?
Of course, but there's no need to bless drinking water.
Well, now, if you feel there are inherent parasites and disease, blessing it would indeed cure those issues.
No, it would just make the parasites and the diseases holy. It is not for purifying the water, it is for purifying one's soul.
Well, then you need to get to work really quick on my soul.
Maybe
Just
I
saying.
should try some of that. You see, that's one of the reasons I'm all white, because I'm slowly being leached out. My soul is drifting from me. Maybe I should try a glass full of holy water sometime, but right now let's take care of this shit. Right down here. Do we see anything, Veno? Are there enemies around?
We make perception rolls.
Cotton's fixing to whoop their ass, man.
There doesn't seem to be anyone currently around.
Well, looks like the site's secure.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished, boys.
Level up.
Look and make sure it's like working right and stuff.
All right, Cotton, Professor, is that Bishop? That's Bishop. I'm still getting used to some of your tokens.
It's Captain Bishop. Thank you very much.
Only to your crew.
I didn't go to captain school to be called Bishop.
Did major in captainology.
I didn't go to
Right.
captain school. Just be called Bishop.
Yes, it looks like it's working, Professor. But as you're approaching this, the tub on the northeast corner seems to suddenly empty into the others.
Somebody just flushed.
But the one emptied and the other 3 kind of filled up to equal it out. So they just got moved from one to the others.
Gentlemen, could it be sort of a sterilization process in terms of water processing?
I don't know, Caps. It's not my forte. Oh, this
Do
is.
you see into these little domes, or are they solid?
It does kind of look like there's some sort of covering on it, but I'm really not sure.
Speaking now, this is totally out of character, but I have to share this. I was playing Hollow Knight today, and I made it down to the Royal Sewers. Come across this boss fight. It's called the Dung Defender. This dude was throwing shit balls at me. I am not joking. And laughing maniacally as he threw shit balls at me.
King Clyde?
Nope, he was called the Dung Defender. Dungdefend.
What is this?
Hollow Knight.
It's a platformer, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of a Metroid Castlevania type setup, the older kind. But yeah, he was throwing shit balls at me and laughing maniacally.
Which is weird, since as a defender, you'd think he'd want to keep it safe.
It was the funniest shit, literally, I had seen all day. You guys can find this on YouTube. There's several walkthroughs, but yeah, he's called the Dung Defender, and he throws shit at you, literally. I thought of it when Marb mentioned somebody flushed a toilet.
No, man, Cotton said that. Who's Marb?
Right, it was Cotton who reminded me. Professor, can you ascertain whether or not it's a process of water treatment to filter out impurities, or what?
As you're speaking, Bishop, the one that was emptied is suddenly overfilling, or it's suddenly filled, and the other three seem to go down to about a third.
What?
Well, fuck that. My theory is bullshit.
Is there something in there? Hey, Cotton, do you think you can fit into the tube?
I don't think that's a good idea, man.
No, he's not big or small enough to fit through the tube.
Yeah.
He's pretty short. I don't know.
Cotton, what?
Where did it empty recently?
What do you mean, huh?
Which is the one that just emptied?
The the other three. The northeast one is completely full. And what are you doing, Cotton?
That one is full, correct?
Which one is full?
I just put an arrow on the map.
The ones with your tokens, because I don't see an arrow.
The arrow with wrong map.
Is there any plumbing coming out of this thing? I mean, is there?
It seems to be non-powered, and the flanges collect the moisture in the air, and it flows down the tubes into the collection area, into the tubs.
Okay. That's the one that's currently full.
And so this is like the town well, and people come here with a bucket and get water and take it back to their place. Is that what's supposed to happen?
Yeah, pretty much.
Or our lines run from this to each unit?
They all kind of run together. Wit, you're seeing this happen, and you're suspecting water elemental.
I think there's some kind of magic involved. Maybe a water elemental?
A demon, then.
Well, that falls out of the realm of water treatment plant, doesn't it?
Does it have a permit for this? Captain, ask it if it has a permit.
Can we shoot it?
Reverend, hold your gun. We don't need to destroy this system. This water is vital to the community here in which it serves. We should try to communicate with this elemental, if there is indeed a quote-unquote demon, as you say.
I'm gonna hit it some more with my wrench.
Well, you know what? As you do that, the tubs seem to fill back to normal levels, and you get something seems to come out of one of the flanges at the top and comes down on you, Professor.
Is it because I used the phrase Space Force code?
Oh, Professor, I don't think it likes that.
Oh, myself!
It's going down the professor. Somebody help him.
I think you may be angering it, Professor.
There's some kind of thing. Get it away.
Is it there, or was it like?
No, it's there. It's kind of up out of the vat, and.
So is it absorbing him?
It's a water elemental. I need initiatives from everybody.
That partial absorb was his stamina.
Yes.
Well, there goes my goddamn attempt at fucking diplomacy.
Luckily, I was holding the gun.
I think it's because I asked if I could tap Space Morse code. That's why.
No, it's because you smacked it with a fucking wrench. Ugh.
It was kind of both. To be honest, it was kind of both. All right. Let's see who's up first. Oh, water elemental. I need to look at his character sheet real quick.
We're gonna need a water elemental token on this map. Oh wait,
yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, small watt.
Quick, Jeremiah, come bless this thing. Wait, come smash this thing.
It's too late for blessings on demons. The only thing they understand is justice.
Can you purify it with plasma?
That's
Captain
justice.
Bob, I think Wit is the only one here that can help me. He and I need to jettison the rest of the crew when given the opportunity.
Ow, my flesh.
Go, little bishop, go! Electrify it.
No, not electrical water, please. That's a bad idea.
Oh man. Looks like meat's back on the menu here shortly.
Prime rib.
Try not to overcook mine, okay?
All right, Zivrak.
All right, so if I recall correctly, as my move, I can step back 5 feet.
Yes.
Carefully.
Yeah, guarded step, I think it's called.
You have 1 HP left.
Yes,
And
yes, you do.
for my
Don't,
action,
don't mess up.
I can upgrade a move to a regular action, right?
And run the fuck away.
I think so, yes. Or you mean downgrade your standard action to a move action?
It's an upgrade at this point. Get up, Jeremiah.
What's your
Yeah,
move speed?
40.
Okay, so you're pretty much kind of going to the very edge of the map.
Let me zoom out here, stream, so you can see that Professor Zivrak ran way over there.
At least I don't think he's going to pull a Vizarch, you know. He has a good reason for retreating from battle.
I'll wait over here and watch out for guards. Oh, my flesh. Justice and such, Jeremiah.
J-Rob, do you remember Vizarch?
Yes, I recall. And he was at a much higher level than we currently are. Wow, you are really stingy with level ups, I must say.
At least it's just one water elemental and not like a dozen or so.
Hey,
time
look,
to
that's Wit. That's Wit standing there.
You
It
should
kind of
move
does
over.
look like it. All right, Bishop.
Can I see this water elemental and can it see me currently?
I would say y'all can probably see each other. I mean, if you were to take a shot at him, he would have partial cover.
I'm not gonna try to talk. I'm not gonna try to take a shot at him. I'm gonna
Well,
say
let you know.
I'm gonna speak. This will be my action. Because I will cast whatever the fuck it is on myself. I will cast Charming Veneer on myself, and I will say to this thing, "We come in peace. We mean you no harm. The professor, he was totally unaware of your presence. Judge us not by his stupidity. We wish to make a friendly partnership with you because we know that you are currently taking care of the colonists here."
Yeah, it says something. You know, I really love it. It's great, but it says something, and I don't think anybody understands it.
Okay,
Nope.
so I don't need to make a roll. Okay, fine.
Yeah, he can't understand common or any language you're capable of speaking.
What did you say about our captain's mother?
Oh, here comes a sermon. You fucked up now.
Inspired by the captain's speech, I lower my weapon and keep my shield ready, but I don't look aggressive.
How does a 8-foot lizard guy not look aggressive though?
That's a good question.
He's an 8-foot pointing a gun at you.
It's posturally relaxed.
Okay, well,
A lounge lizard.
the professor just got
Lounge
almost killed.
lizard.
He ran by me screaming for justice, so sorry. But I'm gonna have to give him justice. Justice served.
Max damage. Nice job. All right, Cotton.
Can I see him like through all this pipe work and stuff?
Yes. If you attempt to take a shot at him, it'll be with partial cover.
No, I'm just gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, "Get him, guys!" And where's my actions? There's my actions, and he gets that, and everybody else gets this.
We already have
it. Yeah, they already.
Oh, that's right. Just permanently leave it on them. That way I can just move it.
Yeah.
Because I'm always
Yeah,
going to use
that's
that
what
here
we've
at
been
this
doing.
level. Okay, let me go fix that. And Cotton's going to take some cover. Actually, he's going to move quite a ways back here and start to, I get 30 feet of movement?
I believe so. 20 according to your
20?
character sheet.
Okay.
You got short legs.
Yep, short legs. He's just running as quick as he can. And you know what? He's going to kind of juke back into those weeds over there. But he's already used his action.
25? How did that went 25?
Well, let's see. 5. Let's just do this. There,
Oh,
boom.
it has the
Variable.
special
Variable distance. That's fine.
Thought I turned that off.
Doesn't matter to me.
May not be able to in Starfinder.
And I'll take some get-ems off there. And did I pass my turn?
I'll go ahead and move you. Yeah, apparently it's not a variable option in Starfinder. Okay, that's good to know. Actually. Let's move speed 20. Actually, you know what? He's going to move through the tubing because he gets a lot more movement that way.
This is creative DMing right now.
Well, I mean, he is a water elemental, and there's tubes and flanges between all the tubs.
This
and
is
such.
creative DMing right now.
Quick, flush him, quick.
We really should have put some pitch in the water.
Movement is typically standard, but he gets a lot more movement because there's tubing.
Well, he has a 90-foot swim speed as opposed to a 20-foot walking speed.
Wow.
And it makes sense. And it makes sense for him to be able to travel through the tubes and whatnot.
Do it. Do what you're going to do. Come on. Let's get over this. Come on.
I don't think it's listening to you, Captain.
He runs back over and kind of hugs your leg, Jeremiah.
Can I see it?
I pat its head. Good.
Yes.
Good monkey.
Yes.
Good little bishop.
It's poking out of that vat.
Does it have any sort of partial cover?
I'd say no.
Well, then I'm gonna get my senses back with me and try to shoot it. Because it looks like it's threatening the captain. And without him, we can't make any decisions. Watch out, it's a tricky one. It's really, really fast. Did you see how it jumped out of the way?
All right, Bishop.
All right, this thing's peeking out. Does it have attack range on me right now?
Yeah. You can attack it if you have a melee skill.
I don't really want to attack it. How does disengage work in Starfinder? Is there a disengage? I'm not going to feet without provoking.
Yeah, you can move 5 feet.
Yeah. But that's it.
Yeah, which is a guarded step. Yeah, there's no sort of well, there's a full action of withdrawal.
I will full action withdraw.
Right, let me double check what that is real quick because I don't remember offhand.
You move up to W speed. The square you start out in is not considered a threat by any opponent you can see. So you can't move into any other attacks of opportunity, but you don't get attack of opportunity for the square you started in. And you can move W speed. So you'd have to move through my square, basically.
Like that?
Yeah.
I will do that.
All right, 1 second. I'm just double checking on. I'm sure he's right. I just want to read it for myself.
Does seem to say invisible things.
Withdrawing from melee combat is a full action. When you withdraw, you can move up to double your speed. The square you start out in is not considered threatened by any opponent you can see, and therefore visible enemies don't get to make opportunity attacks against you. Unseen enemies still get attacks of opportunity against you, and you can't withdraw from combat if you're blinded and have no other precise senses, such as blind sight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just read it. So, yeah, that's good.
And if during the process of withdrawing you move out of a threatened square other than the one in which you started, enemies can make out. So you can't like move through another enemy's threat zone.
Or through that same enemy's threat zone.
Right.
It's literally just the square you started in.
Right.
This is a good rule to actually have looked up and know now.
Yes. Yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still kind of new to Starfinder.
No, I was talking about.
I just open up the core rulebook and have the reference manual open.
Yeah.
I wish I could pin it though. Oh, I bet I can this way. Yay!
All right, Whit. This thing has just attacked your captain.
So,
how does this make you feel?
I won't go as far as angry, but he's going to get involved.
Wow, J-Rob, did you see what the professor said in chat?
I never pull out. I always finish strong inside.
And just for old time's sake, why don't we have a disclaimer from our favorite J-Rob?
How many people in this stream watching this shit?
Well, that's when
6 people.
When it ends up on YouTube later is when it.
I got a feeling nobody likes Starfinder. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is an adult stream, and as such, anyone under the age of 18 should find entertainment elsewhere. And as a certain cleric and later on paladin would say, so what that means is if you're not 18, get the fuck out of here.
Thank you, J-Rob. Enlightening as always. All right, so Whit's moving up.
I'm going to hit it with my longsword. And it's a miss.
Well, I put away my Conqueror and get out Charity. Do I have a clean shot at him?
Yes.
Charity's not a virgin, is she?
Nah, I've used her a few times.
Played.
Oh, listen to this. Apparently, elementals are unflankable.
Okay, well, I didn't flank it. I shot it, so
Yeah,
we're good.
I know. I was just looking at its immunities, and it states there.
Probably
All right,
because it's a little fluid.
you're a little fluid.
It's true.
You know, let's face it. We all started out as a little bit of fluid, man.
Very insightful, Cotton, as always.
I'm always glad to contribute to, you know, intellectual discussions, man.
I do believe it's your
Oh,
turn,
it's Cotton. It's Cotton's turn. Okay. So, Cotton
I thought he was going to like pull out a doobie or something.
moves over here and gets in these weeds. Pew pew runs right over here and takes a shot at this guy.
Is that a 30-foot range or 20? I don't remember.
Let's see, level category, pulse price, hit points, range. It's 30 feet.
Okay. I just couldn't remember if it was 20 or 30.
Okay.
It's also right under the weapon in the.
Damn you, son bitch!
Careful, it's agile.
That's it. I'm changing colors in my dice. Pea green.
Professor?
Professor and Marianne.
Here on
Here at shooting this guy time. No,
That needs a little work.
I'm gonna change my dice color. I mean, I saved it for you, Wit.
All right, seeing that this thing is not backing down, is not willing to parlay, the captain will pull out his Imperial Pacification rifle, and he's going to take a full shot. Looks like.
A full action? Or a full
Yeah.
round attack?
Yeah, that thing.
Why not, right? Pow pow. Whoa.
I'm shooting everybody.
Well, you
Got
hit.
a 1 and a 20.
You hit one. Well, I'm just taking the first two. I'm just making sure they were. Okay, you had yourself targeted, it looks like.
Yeah.
Good job.
It's from when I actually cast guidance on myself.
I think what it was that rifle has a lot of kickback, and he just hit himself in the face with it.
All right, so go ahead and roll the damage once on the elemental.
That's sad.
It was something at least.
That will be it. Because when you fire, you can't move.
Correct. All right.
When you full fire.
Yeah, it uses your standard move and swift action.
Oh, okay. Right.
You should be able to take them out with as long as you can hit them.
Well, that just jinxed it.
Did we have time to charge our pistols back there?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, did we? Let me charge up.
So I should just one fire.
Yeah, anytime that you go back to Ibretta's and you're there for at least an hour or two, you can charge all your batteries.
Vibretta.
Bretta.
And Brett, just
Charge your
mine.
batteries, Vibrettas.
Fuck you all.
What the hell was that for?
Got
I
to
didn't
keep
say
them
anything.
separated.
I was thinking you said Ibretta, and I was going to say, no, you Veno.
That's your go, Wit.
Yeah.
Beat his ass, Wit.
Just gonna hit him with my longsword again.
It's not working out for you.
No, he needs to
Don't
hit
need your
me.
tank.
He's not powering me up.
Okay, I guess it's up to me. Let's shoot him with another dose of charity.
Did he skip his turn or something? Because wasn't he before me last time?
Who? Jeremiah?
No, the elemental.
Yeah,
Attacked you.
he was at the very top of the round. I think he missed.
Jesus.
Or
So
hold on. No,
he
it
hit.
I don't remember him going.
He just tickled his
No,
nabs.
it missed. It missed. Okay, that's what it was. The elemental missed.
Okay.
Come on, Cotton. It's all up to you.
Oh, it's my turn again? Well, what just got...
Pound that water like your father used to pound your mother.
I'll use a full attack.
What happened? Hit! Oh, I hit.
Yeah, hit and a miss.
Pow! Take that, you fucker!
It just won't die.
That hits.
Somebody throw a tiny bold man on his ass.
Little Bishop, finish him off.
He kind of looks up at you with puppy dog eyes and hides behind your leg.
All right, we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way.
You gonna gore it?
We're going to have to do this the not quite that old-fashioned, but still the old-fashioned way.
A hit and a hit.
Ooh.
Pow!
Hooray!
You vaporized it. All
Pew,
it
pew,
is,
pew.
all it is steam now.
Man, this humidity's really messing with my hair.
All right, that is the end of combat.
Cool.
I won't lie. Sci-fi and water elementals are like oil and water in my head right now.
What?
What in sci-fi?
Sci-fi, like starships and shit, and things like water elementals in my mind are oil and water. I'm having a hard, putting the two together. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
I mean, it's a choice. I've got a longsword and shield.
well, in the Starfinder universe, there's still the different planes. You're still on the material plane.
I know. It's like it's some warped version in the future of some semblance of the the Pathfinder idea. I mean, I get what it is. It's just really wonky for me at times.
Willy Wonky?
It does seem kind of strange if you ask
Really
me.
wonky.
Willy Wonky.
There is an asteroid belt with a river that flows between the asteroids, and ships can sail along, as in seafaring ships can sail along the river.
Okay.
Science.
Science.
We all
Y'all
live in the yellow submarine.
All right, do y'all want to take a quick 10 to recover some stamina?
Maybe we should do it at that guy's house. actually.
Yeah, let's go crash this dude's party. Yeah.
Right, so you have now dealt with what was haunting the water collector.
See?
Right, so
You should just put more bleach into there to get rid of it.
Did they mention haunting, just out of curiosity?
yes, I believe Ibretta did.
Okay.
There was like rumors of
Must
it
have
being
been a few episodes ago.
I conveniently forgot that going into
Yeah.
Okay, a couple of episodes ago. That's why I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was at least 2 or 3 sessions ago.
We don't take notes, do we, gentlemen?
I made a list.
Is that on your list?
I have moisture collector on the list.
Notes are against
That is-
Jeremiah's religion.
Okay, then.
Can you
Ooh,
give
okay.
us notes in the form of scripture, please, Venos? So Jeremiah can write them down.
And the Lord saith unto thee, kill that bastard.
And the Lord said unto them, go to Madeline's house and look for some sort of artifact.
I pull out a big ass auto syringe and stick it in the captain's neck.
Fuck.
Have you ever had a big syringe jammed in your neck, Van?
No, for some
It
reason,
doesn't feel good.
to be honest, I still picture the serums of healing as more of a hypo spray.
This one's designed to go through lizard scales.
It's gonna have like this giant 4 needle. It's like
Wit just
it
punctured me with his
as
needle,
a dagger.
and I assure you, I felt it. It was very girthy in my neck.
Luckily, it heals as it pulls out.
Ooh.
Did we already go over the captain doesn't do that?
We're going to dude's house.
That's right.
We're
Professor,
going
I
to dude's
finished.
house. Oh, I'm sorry.
Long, strong, and messy.
Yeah.
Let's go to this guy's house. See what's up with him now.
All right, so you knock. I'm assuming you knock. You see the
Housekeeping.
After a moment, you see the door kind of creak open. You see a half-burned face peeking out the door at you,
Ew.
and you see it. You see it disappear for a second, and you hear typing on a data pad, and he shoves it out the door, and it reads, "What do you want?"
Well, I'll take
Are you Joe? Are you Joe Banks?
What?
He pulls the data pad back in, types his name, and sticks it back out and says, "I'm Ludvar. Who are you? What do you want?"
Rubber biscuit? What do you want for nothing? Rubber biscuit.
This fine short gentleman here is Cotton. This very stoic looking lizard man is Wit. The guy with the golden outfit in the back is the good Reverend. The horny dude is the professor, and I am the captain. We
Hello.
have come here to aid in your resistance efforts. We were told we could have respite with you and maybe get some information about what's going on. Might we enter your very spacious residence?
Give me a diplomacy check.
You motherfucker.
Hey, you
Oh.
actually rolled pretty damn good. You kind of see him step back from the door for a second and then return and opens it and invites you in, kind of gestures you inside. His left, you can tell that his left hand and the left side of his face and body have been burned pretty bad, including his neck and throat.
Bishop turns and looks at his group and says, Ixnay on the Arske. The discussion. Okay.
Is there a fire elemental around here?
Oh, dear God.
Hey, man. Professor might be able to help with your face.
No, they're like burn scars. Sorry, I.
Oh, maybe not. That looks like a little old.
The captain walks in as though he doesn't hear them.
Probably looks something like that. Or, I don't know if you want.
Whoa,
Beno. Okay, stop.
No, I have a burn scar on my right thigh, so.
That's okay. Sticking your ass up in the camera. I'm like, nope. We're gonna go to intermission.
I
guess.
Say it, Rob. Don't say it. I know you're thinking it. Don't say it. Anyway, yes, bad burn scars on pretty much his left side of his body. He invites you in. He kind of clears away some spaces on the couch, and after you've entered, he kind of peeks his head out the door, looks around, and closes it back and locks it. Types on the data pad for a second and shows it to you and says, "You're here to help with the resistance, yes?"
So he can't talk.
Correct. His throat is all fucked up.
Yeah, we're getting ready to assault the garrison. They should have never ticked me off and cottoned us a couple thieves.
Well, he with his data pad in hand, he's like with you. And he kind of grins, Cotton, and he returns to his pad and types something and shows it to well, any of you that wishes to look, and it reads, well, I think I could actually use some help. I think Hobgar stole my electronic voice box, which I normally communicate with, but I'm pretty much.
Captain, did you find something with one of those electro monkeys?
I believe I did. And Bishop will rummage through his sack and pull it out.
You see his eyes get big as saucers.
Except the one.
Well, good
anyway.
point, Marb.
His
good
eye
point.
gets big as a saucer.
Well, the left eye opens as much as it possibly can. Anyway, and he excitedly reaches for it. He takes it and he straps it on, or actually, he probably takes a look at it first and probably recrosses a few wires and then puts it back on and says, "Thank you. I thought I'd never see it again."
Stand back, boys. It's a strap on.
Smoking does not always kill you.
They're coming right for us.
You didn't try to weld when you were on an oxygen tank, did you?
It was a chemical fire. It was an accident.
You bastards know that the big controversy just happened with Assassin's Creed, right? Because of the insensitive nature that the game had, changing it because of that. Right now, we're walking a very fine line. I'm just going to point that out.
What are we talking about? I don't know about this.
There's a lot of games that are getting basically social justice warriors on their ass because they're doing at least a semi time related piece, time or era type of game, and that's how they acted. That's the things they did.
Yeah, but it's like the outcry has been that they're the publisher of the game is making fun of a disability in a sense. So it is a bunch of SJW bullshit. And if any of you out there are SJWs, you are
Kindly
entitled
fine.
to be that way.
Yep. But
We live in America. You are entitled to that right. And I am entitled to totally not give a fuck.
Yep.
And I'm entitled to tell him to fuck off, too.
Good job, Internet guys. We just told him to fuck off.
I don't see any of them in chat anyway.
I mean, I respect them because, you know, they're an American, or hopefully an American, I would imagine. And,
well, it's internet. They can be from wherever.
But if you do have any complaints, please send them to veno@hotmail.com.
Veno at Veno's free sex cam, free sex.
No. That's Venorek
This
at vinsmagetower.com. I'm sorry, .org. That's right.
But where I reside in America, they have the absolute right to feel the way they do. And I have the absolute right to feel the way I do. And I don't give a shit about their feelings. That's America. Just saying.
well,
Alright, so is there anything we can do to help you with the resistance? We don't like these guys, they're kind of jerks.
Nothing else that I need, but perhaps I can help you. And he runs off to the far side of the room towards the bed. You see him digging under the mattress. And after a moment, he pulls out a...
Is it snack?
No. He pulls out three identical parts. These are for the hover bikes, or hover trikes. I took them out so the Aslanti couldn't use them. And he comes back over and hands them to you, Tivrak.
Hey, also, do you know where we can get some peanut butter crackers for the captain?
Do you require snacks? And he goes over to the cupboard and kind of rifles through them. I have cheese and crackers, but no peanut butter. Sorry.
Cheese and crackers will do. Thank you very much.
sure remember my cheese whiz boy.
Yeah, he probably does give you, like a box of crackers and then like a can of instant cheese type of thing.
It's the kind you can spray.
It's foam cheese.
Not just foam cheese, star foam cheese.
Yes.
Space foam.
Space cheese.
Space cheese.
The final snack frontier.
You know, I wonder if you're in space, if you can get like that Famunda cheese.
Oh, and he's also going to tell you where the staples are. They're actually just
the staples.
Well, just
Are we getting one of those easy buttons?
There's one just down the street from me right now, currently.
Yeah, it's actually right there.
And there's hover bikes
But
there?
Hover trikes.
Hover trikes.
Oh!
We're not old enough.
I'm just imagining they have the really big front wheels, but also they hover.
And like I can get on one of those and ride it around.
Get your motor running.
Get out on the highway.
The captain's going to look at this guy and ask a very serious, genuine question. Do hover trikes work on water? I had a run-in once, and my hoverboard did not work on water without power.
I so wish there was inspiration or something in this game like it. I would totally give you one for that. Just because of the reference to, is just great. Okay, these are the ignition components for the trikes.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. Vroom, chicka.
Initial.
Actually, I take that back, Zivrak. He tells you, or actually, he says, when the Aslanti force is gone from the colony, I will go reinstall these in case you need them.
Fantastic.
Dude, we could have races, Captain.
Let's go kick these guys' ass.
I want to
A racist captain?
No. Our captain likes women of all colors and
I'm showing you
shapes.
the hover trike.
I like women of colors.
That's the hover trike.
So what makes it a trike?
Apparently, it has a hover mechanism where the front wheel would be, and 2 hover mechanisms. Hey,
hey, don't go backwards. That's not safe.
hey, come back here. Come back here.
It's Jim Rob in a nutshell.
She's still a beauty.
But yeah. All right, it is about halfway through the game, give or take. So let's take a 10.
Let's take 10. Here we are, Black Widows.
Okay, yeah, hover jet in the front and 2 hover jets in the back, supporting a wide cargo area.
I love a woman with a wide cargo.
Yeah, for them big girls.
I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
The other captains.
I like big butts, and I cannot lie. All you other brother getting not. All right, 10 minutes. It's enough on the voice changer dealio. We'll be back.
tell you something. When they're in bed.
And we're back.
I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna have to tell me how that one turns out, J. Rob.
I have neighed like a horse.
Come again for Big Fudge.
And that's the first thing when we come back that is said.
You know, doing a horsey style, and you go. And
I'm
that, ladies and
speechless.
gentlemen, is proof that Silver Fox does not give a fuck.
He's a kinky motherfucker.
Literally and figuratively.
Sorry, that one just took me a moment, Brad.
Some girls like kinky stuff. Yeah, some girls do.
Some girls don't like boys like me, but some girls do.
No, girls may not like you, they love you, right? Like some of the crazy ones you've told me about.
I think it's just a good thing that the character Jeremiah isn't here, because I'm pretty sure
You'd
he
all
thinks
go
you
to
might
hell.
be a sinner.
Every one of you must receive justice.
And charity.
No, not for you. I don't know
I knew a
what you
girl-
do with charity.
I knew a girl in high school named Charity.
Did she live up to her name?
She did. Yeah, she did.
It's probably a good thing her name wasn't Chastity then.
There's a story about her nose and a certain bodily fluid coming out of her nose.
Oh.
What? Well,
Did you try to snort it?
I think
No.
it was like a milk out the nose type of thing.
Yes.
Man, let's
There's
just
a
move
trick.
on. No, let's just come on.
No.
So she did it on purpose. It was like her thing.
No. It was totally not on purpose.
So should we go check out the trikes first, or should we head on over to what's next over there? Corsia, our Quinn's house is on the way to Madeline's
We
place.
can get the hover bikes, and we could ride it in style. to
Hold
the
on
next
now.
place. How's
Well,
that?
Hold on.
He
The fat
Ludgar
horses
actually
are in
said
good
that,
hands. They're safe and sound. He's going to take care of those once everything else is finished. Let's move on to the next destination. The fat horses are fine.
I think it's time to assault the... No, we gotta go see the administrator.
Should we go see this Corsica person, Captain?
Absolutely. Let's head in that direction. Bishop's going to look over at Cotton and say, I really didn't want the professor to get his fingers in any of the fat ponies.
Man, you know,
He just said native.
that could be some really weird shit come out of that kind of
know.
union.
Are you checking the stable out real quick?
No, we're just sneaking around real sneakily.
Well, this open-sided structure looks like a rustic barn, complete with red paint and white trim. One side of the building is open and several wide vehicles are stored beneath gray tarps.
What's this building?
One of the colonist residents. A lot of them are just blank. They're probably just residents. So unless I mark one, there's nothing important there. It's just a residence.
Card, why are we going through the woods again?
Because, man, it's what we do.
Oh.
We've always done it that way, Professor. Why break tradition now?
Good point.
The captain checks his log, and indeed, Cotton is correct. It is always what we have done.
It's good to cite your sources. Are we gonna go into this house now?
Housekeeping.
We're home right now.
You hear some muffled speaking, and then
Got a gag ball in.
No, it's just like they're intentionally being quiet type of thing. They're like, about what you can make out is, who would be knocking? I mean, did you order something?
Do these buildings have windows?
It's me. It's Dave.
Dave's not here, man.
No, it's me, Dave. I got the stuff. Man, open up.
Dave's not here, man. He went out for a while.
Yeah, man. I'm Dave.
It's been so long since I've watched that movie. I don't remember exactly how that scene ends.
Dave's not here. That's it. But it goes back and forth a couple times.
Anyway, you knock, and after the muffled whispers stop, you see the door creak open a little bit, and a human eye peeks out and then closes. Then you hear some more muffled whisperings, and then you hear, "Well, let him in," in a kind of a husky female voice.
Cotton jumps inside and goes, it's me, thirsty.
Oh my God, a husky woman. Oh, with my fat pony. I'm gonna love this.
No, just with a husky voice.
Obviously, you don't know that husky-voiced women are usually husky.
La 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 Lola.
It's like,
Well,
hey.
Okay. Well, the one that answered the door was a male human teenager, and off to one side of the residence is a short woman laying in bed. Currently,
Fucking
bears
A.
currently bears several bruises. Seems that her legs are in casts, and she's just holed up in bed. It's like, what do y'all want? I'm guessing Ibretta sent you.
Bishop walks in. He looks her over. He looks at her from head to toe, and he says, My, you really are into the rough stuff, aren't you, my dear?
I don't put up with bullies.
Well, the only bullies here are the professor with the horns. But I assure you, he'll cause you no trouble.
He prefers to be called Woolly Bully.
No, I'm talking about those damn Aslanti, thinking they can just come in here and take over our colony.
Kind of jerks, aren't they?
We're trying to help you with that issue.
Loaded a few of them.
We brought you something special.
Well, I'm eager for revenge against them.
Well, good, because we brought a wit with us.
All right. She relates that, I'm guess you're wondering about all these injuries, aren't you?
What's this woman look like? Because I'm sorry, I have to know. I picture like a 40-ish, late 40s. I'm gonna say this. Bulldog haircut.
It doesn't really say what she looks like, other than she's a short human woman.
A tattoo of mom on her left shoulder. You know.
No, bears bruises, 4 broken ribs, and 2 broken legs.
All right.
Yeah, she does tell you that when they first arrived, I stood up to them. And for that, I was taken to the brig in the garrison, along with Madeline and other colonists, such as Sedona and several others.
I'm truly sorry to hear that. We are in the process of alleviating your issues. Um, what info could you possibly provide that might help us along our way to get rid of the Atlanti from this area?
Well, those those in the garrison, they don't carry a knife and a rifle like the ones you see patrolling the colony. Instead, they're carrying a pistol and a tack lash. And they were both bearded men with sharp widow's peaks.
Descendants of Baron von Stratovich, I take
it. Who?
Never mind. Just someone who popularized the widow's peak.
Well, look, if you can take these two men out, actually,
do you want to bring their skulls back or something?
Are you saying there's only 2 people in the garrison, man?
No, there are others, but those two wronged me. And I want revenge.
Right to bring you their heads? That's common in many cultures.
That's not necessary.
Say we take these men out. What then?
Give me one moment. I'm trying to figure out where they are in the garrison to see exactly who they are.
That's cool because I'm about to say that bishop has a thing about ladies and restraints. So.
Well, she's not. Oh, you mean when she was in the brig?
No, I mean she's in a cast, so she's technically restrained right now.
Technically, I suppose so.
Focus, Captain. Focus.
Focus.
Jeremiah to give one of his sermons to calm you down.
I have several prepared.
No.
Are you sure they're quite?
No. We're fine, Jeremiah, man. We're fine. We should save that for
Well, if you say so.
Yeah, let's gather a congregation or something later. But right now, nah, no sermons.
Captain's personal log. I need to place an order for some earplugs for when the Reverend starts his sermon.
Jeremiah thinks to himself that he needs to find a voice amplifier somewhere to insert into his slot.
Yes, Jesus, he knows me, and he knows I'm right.
It says tenor.
Nobody knows that song? Wow.
Yeah.
No.
Genesis.
Genesis, yeah.
Early 90s, I think.
I think about the only thing I know that Genesis did was Land of Confusion.
What?
That's the only one that I know for a fact they did.
It's a song having a go at TV evangelists.
Abacab. Old Peter Gabriel stuff was kind of out there.
I liked Peter Gabriel's solo career.
Yeah.
To be honest, this kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense. She wants you to kill 2 guys that are holed up in the garrison currently. And then she's going to reward you with what happened to her in the garrison along with most of a map of the garrison that she recollects. That doesn't make much sense.
Maybe it's really kinky shit.
Or maybe they're like outside of the garrison right now, like on break or something.
Yeah, we could
she's got 2 legs in a cast, hasn't she?
But it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
She might have video.
Bishop is going to cast Pyrotechnic Hand and slowly caress her cheek as he starts to sing, I seem to have an invisible touch. Yeah.
I'm not
can't
sure
believe-
how to respond to that.
I can't believe you don't know the song "Invisible Touch," Ben. I'm shocked.
No, it doesn't even ring a bell.
It's a good fuck song.
Oh, there's a lot of those.
Yeah, I like the whole B side of Led Zeppelin too. Yep. Played on an Alpine car stereo cassette player.
Oh my god, I remember Alpine.
Sparkomatic 31 band EQ.
All right, Vin. So what you just said, you said it doesn't make any sense. Okay.
Unless, hold on, I'm checking a couple things out.
Unless we go destroy the fort now.
Hey, Minnow, did you fall asleep?
No, I'm
Yeah,
reading.
okay.
I'm looking for something.
Did you prep before a session? I'm just curious.
Well, it's just sometimes this information, like for example, it says, she wants these two dead, but they're in the garrison and unlikely to come out. I'm thinking they might show up in one of these. One of the
You
things
can email
that
us the map.
Sounds like they just really wronged her. She's wanting some revenge, even though
Yeah, she.
I'm
does
looking
want
at it from her perspective.
Yeah.
As far as them not coming out, that's.
But it kind of doesn't make sense if you already go into the garrison and fight them and kill them, and then report back to them and get a map of a place that you were just at.
Unless it's got like a map of like where hidden treasure is.
You just gotta like freehand DM that shit. Or about.
Yeah.
It was treasure.
Like they were just over here strolling through the park one day.
I didn't mean give us treasure, Brad.
Well, that's what a treasure map is for, isn't it?
I don't think it wasn't a treasure map. It was a map.
Why is there an X marking the spot?
That's your destination.
Treasure map.
Brad, are you trying to subtly hint that you would like a space treasure map to go hunt for?
Yes.
I'll see what I can come up with. We might be able to insert it somewhere into this adventure path as a minor diversion.
He's gonna insert it, man. This is a minor diversion.
I love it when I insert it and they say, "Oh shit."
Why? Because it doesn't happen very often, or what? Cotton looks confused.
Yes, so she will tell you that if you can take care of the two senior, or the two guys with the widow peaks, she'll give you what she can remember from the garrison.
That's fine. We'll take care of the Widow Peaks. I'll put that on our list of priorities. Absolutely. They've wronged you, my good lady, and we will.
Special thank you to the captain then.
We'll feed it. We'll mete out justice to these assholes. That's fine. And you said they're not carrying the typical weaponry that the grounds troops are carrying, correct?
Yes, just a pistol and a tack lash.
What's an attack lash? Is that like a whip?
It's a space
Kind of like a whip.
It's a space whip.
Space whip.
Have you ever seen
Space pants? Space whip, space pants, space snacks. We got it all.
You are not a Kerbal, J-Rob, but you might want to think about that for your next character.
I think it is electrified.
Be J-Rat.
No, that would be an Isoki.
Oh,
Kerbals are
Isoki's.
something
I think he just says get ready to kill your character.
different. No, I was just saying, that's. I'd like to see him play a Kerbal character if he does get to the point where he needs to make another.
Oh, are Kerbals in Starfinder? The only thing I know is like Kerbal Space.
Well, it's
the game.
Yeah, well, it's a homebrew character, but
Oh, okay.
if I'm not mistaken, there's some map or something in Starfinder that there's a star named Kerbal or Kerbal. How do you say it, Brad?
Kerbal. Yeah, Kerbal. Yeah.
Kerbol.
I wouldn't do that voice. I think you guys would get really fucking tired of that voice really quickly.
But anyway, I think it was on some map or some
I
galactic
can't
map of
stand
Starfinder.
really annoying voices, man. Maybe
I know.
I'm glad there's nobody on this crew who's got a really, really annoying voice. You know.
Voices are normal here.
Oh, would dear.
All right, Joe. All right, we'll do that. Is there anything else you need? Do you need me to fix your stove?
No, man. Something might come out of it and whip your ass.
Oh, no, a
You
fire.
can, you can go behind that oven. So,
No, the stove works just fine, and my son here has been taking good care of me. When he found me outside the garrison, beat to an inch of my life.
Your son? Where's his father?
He's a bastard.
Excuse me, youngin. I think you need stepfather there. The captain asked that.
He ain't got no daddy, does he? You've been trying to hide that all this time. Shame, shame. Reverend?
there's nothing wrong with out of wedlock as long as the other person's dead.
No, you pull out, right?
Actually, oh, give me a second. He was a colonist here with me, she says, but he went off to another part that was being built up. Give me a moment.
I understand. He went out for milk and eggs, never came back. I get it.
He gets his cigarettes, he'll be back home.
Those are sins of the flesh, I'm telling you.
Ma'am, if I could prevail upon you one more thing, would you happen to know, again, because I missed it, the two Widow's Peak gentlemen's names?
I'm afraid I didn't pick them up. Don't understand Aslanti, so I couldn't understand what their names was.
Ah, so they were beating you and you couldn't even understand the tongue lashing they were giving you. That's even worse.
That's terrible.
Right? Now you see why they must pay.
And pay they shall.
Pay they shall. We got a wit.
We got a wit, and where there's a wit, there's definitely a way.
You know, the captain said he was going to trouble me for one more thing. I just asked one thing. You wouldn't happen to have me like, athlete's foot cream, like a jock itch cream,
Yes, that's true. Because our professor was really worried about moisture not too long ago.
See, I had to make room in my equipment before I left for some personal items, and I took my personal care kit out. I could really use some, right?
I thought you gave it away.
Wildes, get this nice gnome here that can of
jock itch cream,
antifungal.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, we always have issues with fungal infections here because of all the moisture from on the planet.
Yeah.
You got crotch right.
Cotton pulls his pants out and sprays some down there.
It
it's
smells
cooling.
It's the cooking spray.
I'm ready to go.
It smells
Oh my
very
God.
floral. It
I
smells
had
very
jock,
floral.
I had jock
Cool.
itch one time. Man, it was horrible. It was like a burning like constant burning. And if you scratched, it was like you couldn't stop scratching. I mean, just, it was horrible. Horrible time.
You used to be a jock captain. I never liked the jocks.
Used to be a jock.
When I went to school, no, the jocks picked on us all the time, man. Let's are we done here? We've got
We done here?
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much.
we've got this place up here.
That's what I'm looking for.
Let's go over there sneakily after you, Cotton.
Okay.
Sneaking,
Well,
sneaking,
we've got Wit with us. I mean, I think.
Clunk,
Yeah, we
clunk.
just walked through
Does
town.
Cotton take the antifungal spray with him?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Cotton takes it. He just.
All right.
Matter of fact, I better put that in my.
Uh-oh. DM's getting frustrated.
Ah, there it is.
My inventory here.
Yes.
Look over there,
Yeah.
Cotton. What is that?
Yeah. You asked about her husband, and I was trying to find info on this place because you haven't heard any info about this, even though it's not technically relevant. But anyway, about a month after the colonists finished constructing of the main colony here in Madeline's Landing, a handful of colonists petitioned for enough supplies to start a second settlement a few miles away in another clearing. The plan was, for my husband to go out there and help build it up, and once it was, me and my son would move out there. However,
He got him an old lady on the side.
well,
He likes to finish strong and hard inside there too.
thank you for interrupting again, guys. All right, let's see. Under the leadership of Tanya Hel Sadar, a woman who was experienced in farming methods on alien planets, the colonists named the community Delsko. The tiny settlement began auspiciously, but one morning when a colonist from Madeline's Landing visited the farms to deliver water, he found the place completely abandoned. He saw signs of struggle within the modules, but no blood or even bodies. Though the crops had only begun to sprout, a single pale yellow flower, its stems stretching over 7 feet, grew in the middle of the fields. The colonists mounted a search party but found no trace of the others. We've avoided the area ever since, marking the disappearance with a stone plinth in the cemetery here.
Killer.
It's a tragic story. Thank you for sharing that.
Out of character, because it doesn't really say for even the DM. Out of character, I suspect that a 7 foot flower thing probably ate him or something.
Yep. Yep. That's what I'm thinking.
Captain's personal log. We must explore this strange abandoned settlement.
Feed me,
Visual.
Seymour.
Yellow flower with our own visual optics.
Yeah, that's what this lady said. Her husband went out there, right, and did that. And
He had a side bitch.
We're going to this place here.
Captain looks at the teenage boy and says, just in case you decide to get friendly with some of the other young girls here, if one happens to come from that particular settlement, you need to have a DNA check done just to be safe.
No, there was nobody left. All of the colonists that went just disappeared.
Croatoa.
Yeah, kind of, but there were signs of,
Croatoa.
there were signs of struggle, and in the middle of the field, the 7 foot yellow flower.
Don't fuck your sister, kids. That's what Silver Fox is telling you. If boys, don't fuck your sisters, okay? Don't be doing it. I know we're in a pandemic and y'all getting all frisky with each other. Don't fuck your sister. It's bad. Don't do it.
And by the way, if you want to see the entire area here, there's pins that I can see, but
Did you guys read about that, by the way?
this is Madeline's Landing.
A mother came home and caught her teenage son and teenage daughter having sex, and it turns out he knocked her up. It's horrible. It was during it's been during the pandemic.
Terrible.
Was this in Florida?
I'm not. I think I want to say maybe. I'm not totally sure where, but
like,
it was in the news, and I was like,
thought that it was in Florida.
They know those categories are like not real, right?
Which categories?
Pornhub and shit.
This was in the news. News, not
no,
Pornhub.
That's what I'm saying. They probably watched it and got the idea.
Oh my god, that's just horrible.
Veno, on the Nacondas colony map that you just shared.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what am I looking at? What do we?
Oh, I was just kind of showing you a overview of the entire area that you're in.
Where are we at now?
It's still
that
loading.
red arrow. Oh, it might be kind of a big map.
Oh, it loaded for me.
The red arrow is pretty much pointing to the clearing where Madelon's landing is.
We'll see if they would have built
Reverend,
it.
you're probably right. They probably did see it on Pornhub and thought it'd be a cool idea to try.
They did.
It's on the internet. It must be something we must replicate.
It must be okay to do it.
iPods and shit. Their kids do all sorts of weird things.
All right, the circle was the other colony, Delsko.
Where do we park?
That's what the plant, right?
Y'all probably park somewhere over here.
After we do this, maybe we should go use the ship's guns to burn that giant flower colony. Just in case.
Merge them in righteous fire.
Exactly.
Actually, you know what? What the hell? Let's say that there's a map of this area in the module you're currently in, and she's kind of pointing out just a few points of interest. I think that was a green arrow. Somebody pointed to the big lake over here. She tells you that that's a Lightning Lake. Sluggish rivers come down out of the nearby mountains into a valley to feed this bog, which is one of the few sources of fresh surface water on the entire planet. Due to its low elevation, the area is constantly full of soupy, rolling fog that crackles with electrical energy. The congealed fog is nearly thick enough to swim in, highly charged and quite dangerous. Trees surrounding the lake are scarred from blasts of lightning that occasionally issue from the lake, and few native creatures other than hobgars dare to get close.
What's a hobgar?
The electro monkeys.
Yeah, my monkey buddy is a hobgar.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
She points to Little Bishop.
Jeremiah, you should get him a little hat. Maybe a miter.
Did you name your monkey Little Bishop?
Yes. Over here is Whispering Hills. This patch of stony mounds, approximately 5 miles long, is completely devoid of any greenery. Colonists who have scouted the ridges have reported hearing faint noises that sound almost like speech coming from underneath the soil, leading to a number of ghost stories concerning the site. Skeptics say that the sounds are simply gusts of wind moving past the hills, but the lack of movement in the ever-present fog confutes this explanation.
Let's go do science there.
The colonists have yet to mount any form of expedition into the hills to discover the source, or even to see whether the stone there holds any resources of value. Yeah, it definitely seems like it gives you some options to do a little bit of exploring or science and whatnot, but you don't have to. Because I figured they'd probably eventually get to it. I'm just not sure why they give you all of this information. I guess so you can do something with it. But I thought some of it was really neat, especially Lightning Lake. So yeah, let's just move on.
All right, let's sneak over here, Cotton. I'll follow you.
All right. Well, are you sneaking kind of like on the outside of the city or the colony, like in the trees and such?
That is tradition.
All right. Well, as you're walking around, you stumble upon Jellic, who actually came to look for you. Apparently, he tells you, I might be in trouble with the Ibretta. I kind of went against her wishes. I told her of a sabotage mission, and she didn't want me to, but I went anyway. Or I want to go. I saw one of the cadets remove her helmet just before entering the garrison, as though she were going off duty, but the door didn't open for her. She looked at her helmet, tapped it a few times, and put it back on. The door then opened for her. I'm not sure what that means, but I suspect the garrison doors are keyed to open for anyone wearing Aslanti armor.
Well, I know we're three. Was it
Several
three?
sets.
Three.
You have several sets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I got one in my backpack.
we could
You have
have.
you still have 8 in the combat, not combat trackers, party sheet.
And we only need one person.
Can you see if there's an extra large for me and Wit?
Is it just the helmet? If she tapped her helmet, it makes sense that the helmet would be.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it could be just the helmet.
Well, do we have one around, right? Can I take a look at it, see if it's got some sort of like transmitter or something in it?
Just promise me you're not going to hit it with your wrench.
Now, I'm off to go sabotage something, but good luck out there.
Don't do anything too stupid. Just ask yourself, what would Cotton do?
Yeah, just man.
You mean
Yeah,
what would Cotton do?
doing certain things that aren't smart is just not smart, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping to gain Albretta's respect once again by sabotaging something.
I think you should probably adhere to what your commander told you to do. Going out and just sabotaging random things is probably not the best use of your time.
You want me
my
to
friend.
arrest him, Captain? You heard him. Put your hands up.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
You are not following protocol, soldier.
Yeah, he's already wandered off through the woods.
Choo choo!
He's just kind of ignoring you.
Well, let's make plans to drag his corpse back just in case. Let's go check out this building, huh?
Bishop. Bishop Collins says, good luck. I hope you fucking die. Ain't that right, Cotton?
Well, I don't know, man. He's kind of a good kid, you know. We can't just keep on hoping everybody dies. But, you know, that's the one thing you can hope for that's, I guess, going to come true one of these days, you know, if you really think about it. That is kind
Bishop
of
pulls out his little
mind-blowing,
captain's-
isn't it?
His captain's journal says, Captain's personal log. Can I continue to wish everyone dies? We'll ponder this later.
That is one wish that would come true. Eventually.
If I'm not mistaken, Ibretta gave you a passcode to get into Madelon's residence, right?
Yes.
Right. Which entrance is which?
If not, we'll just throw Cotton in a window.
Okay, I'm gonna say on this door, it seems to have where'd it go? There it is. It has a on the entrance. Uh, there's a golden cityscape painted on it on the door. Is there a religion skill? I don't remember religion. I remember mysticism. I don't know why it's called religion here.
It's culture and mysticism.
Yeah, you can give me a culture if you wish. Damn, Scott.
I can give you nothing. I don't know that shit.
Well, that's what you brought me for, Captain.
If there was something called whoring, I could probably give you something on that.
I think that's a sub-skill of diplomacy.
All right. Let's see. What was the engineering roll for?
I asked if I could look at the helmets and see if there's a transmitter.
Right. I needed to look up that info anyway.
Well, that's not important for now. We can do that later too, because we're not going in yet.
Yeah, good point. All right. There's a phrase carved into it that you recognize. It's probably not in a language that you know, obviously, but you know it as a common welcome to an Abadoran chapel.
It's a common welcome to an Abadoran chapel.
Could you have a profession mentor as a skill?
I think you need to change that to gigolo.
Just a gigolo everywhere I go.
And I'm assuming that's based off your charisma, right?
I would certainly hope so.
I mean, I suppose it could be on your constitution if you're, really fit and lots of stamina.
Can only be in wisdom or char.
No, you're right. It's only the mental stats, isn't it?
It could be wisdom whether or not he's attentive enough to the location of people and places.
I suppose. No, I think that would be intelligent, wouldn't it?
Knows which ones to run away from.
You guys are really, really overthinking this. Gigolos aren't intelligent, nor are they wise.
But they are charming as fuck.
Yes, but
they are charming as fuck, but that's it.
But ours became a captain.
You probably slept with someone to become a captain. If you remember when you met him,
it's true.
He didn't want to be captain. He didn't want to be part of this shit. Remember?
Slept his way up through captain school.
Is it true about you and the senator, Bishop?
That is classified space info.
That's space intel.
Oh. So what kind of phrase is this on the door here?
Drake, what are you doing?
It's a welcoming phrase to the Abadoran chapel.
You're streaming. You shouldn't even be in here.
Abadoran.
Appledore.
No. You're doing that on purpose, aren't you?
Doing what on purpose?
Fuck
Wait,
you,
is it Abadar?
Appledore. It's like Avatar, only Abador.
The church that's also a mega corporation.
I didn't mean to do that in another language.
Ludvar is upset.
Yeah, that's the one with Abadar Core, which is a church / mega corporation.
Yeah,
God.
Which is the one that this colony belongs to.
That makes sense. Well, the door says it's nice to go in, so let's go. I think. Right, Cotton? Is that what it says, right?
All right, well, you have no problem getting into the chapel side.
Do you want me to
It's a welcome.
hit it with its wrench?
No.
No, the chapel door opens.
Where's the chapel? The administrator's house?
You're in front of it.
Chapels in our hearts.
Oh,
No.
dear God.
The
Reach out.
Madeline's residence has a second module connected to it that is set aside for the purpose of the chapel instead of
Now-
using the one that they came here with, which
Now-
is actually being used in the storehouse for something.
Now you've got us at the administrator's house on this
Yes.
map.
Which is
Okay.
Madeline.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, Madeline was the administrator, and that's why it's Madeline's landing.
Yeah, it was named after him.
Madeline did the landing. That's what the crater's from.
All right, so we go
Madeline
inside.
just went wham right into the earth and made Does this place have a map, Venom?
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
Hey, Cotton.
Yeah.
We just walked by some crystals. You don't think they have meth here, do you?
Oh. I don't
Right,
know, but
space meth.
that's some funky stuff, man. You know, I don't think I want to go down that rabbit hole ever again. I'm fine without that.
All right. Well, the chapel doors open easily. Inside contains several simple benches and an altar bearing Abador's holy symbol of a golden key. I'm just going to say y'all recognize that because it's kind of been plastered on the outside and on this building and whatnot. Looks like
Among the key.
it looks like this place has already been searched through, but you're more than welcome to give it your own search.
Can I turn
So
the
there's no-
key like a giant secret switch?
There's nobody here.
I'm gonna try
No.
to. I touched the key and poke at it and stuff while they're doing whatever.
Gentlemen, I don't like it. It's too easy. Keep your guard up, just in case.
Yeah, nothing's happening, Brad. It's solid.
Your dick is solid. Well, congratulations,
I
Brad.
look around.
You know what? You didn't quite make the DC for that, but you did roll a nat 20, so I'm going to give you that. The DC was 22, by the way. In the altar, as you're kind of poking around, you do find a hidden niche in the altar behind the holy symbol.
A niche.
Contains a data pad.
Ooh. I wonder what the priests have been doing here.
Would
I
you
hope
like
there's
to?
no kitty
Would you
porn
like?
on it.
Would you like to attempt to hack it?
Yes.
Hacking skills and go.
Computers, then.
Yeah.
It seems to be pretty well encrypted. But it is a tier 2 data pad.
I will cast token spell as sparks appear to fly out of the back of it.
Ah!
Just kidding, Professor.
Oh. Phew. I hate when that happens.
That's a hell of a key in chat, actually. Wow.
What?
Symbol.
It's the holy
Oh.
symbol.
Alright, well, I'll work on this later. Wait, let me try something. Beep, beep, beep. I'm going to try password as the password.
All right. Well, there is a door. Excuse me. There is a door next to inset. I'm not sure exactly how it's done, but
Captain's personal log. I need to change my password for my private files on the ship.
Well, what's in that door over there?
just add it. Just name it Madeline's tier 2 data pad. Because I don't think it actually gave me. Oh wait, it does. Never mind. I'll put it on the party sheet. sorry, it had some info. Okay. Doesn't say anything about it. It just gives you the datapad info. Well, you can try it again later, or if you save Maudalon, maybe he can unlock it for you.
You might need to bring out the specialty tools. I'll try it later tonight when we go back to rest.
I'm not sure that if we save dude, he'd want to open up his datapad for us. Well, thanks for saving me. By the way, here's my social security number, and
You can grab your bag and remember while we're at it.
Here's my internet browser history.
Well,
That's
I
right.
mean, Ibretta did send you there to, gather information, and that could possibly have information on it that you.
Well, maybe she would know his password. Let us go to Ibretta's.
Let's go check out this other room up here first.
Okay.
1 second.
Does anyone else think it's strange we've not been met with any resistance forces?
That's because we're sneaking, Captain.
Maybe they're trying to go get moisture, and they're like, "Hey, what's going on?"
I just don't like. I think.
Do they not like? I guess they really didn't miss those three.
This has to be the absolute worst type of troop to be guarding your place, or
maybe they're off dealing with wild monkeys.
Sure, we did release a bunch of them.
Okay, you're attempting the passcode that Ibretta gave you to enter his personal residence. Is that right?
Yeah.
I mean, they are separated by a door, but it doesn't give you a whole lot of information. Well, you go to punch in the code, and the keypad doesn't seem to be beeping or responding to your touch any. Seems it has lost power. Power has been disconnected.
Can't you plug in your custom rig into a thing to give it temporary power?
Well, you would be familiar with these container, the module of these containers, and you know that they do have an auxiliary backup power, but you'd have to go to the other entrance. Need to go to this entrance to attempt it.
Well, that seems somehow a bad thing, but we have to go over there, Captain. It's broken. Unless Wit wants to just kick the door in.
Who is it? There's nobody there.
It's Dave, man.
Nobody. Dave's not here, man.
I don't think that's the password. Let me try.
Dave's not here.
You get to this side, and there's another data pad that's also without power. However, there's an access panel for the auxiliary that you can bypass the regular power to hook up if you wish to give me an engineering roll, Zivrak.
It's alright, everyone. I'll just rewire everything.
Uh-oh.
The captain steps away from the professor just on the off chance that he has a mishap with the rewiring.
You can't seem to quite remember how to bypass.
I'm going to use my percussive maintenance to reroll my engineering.
Okay.
I take out my wrench and I smash it. And then I push some more buttons.
That'll do it. You managed to knock something loose, and it's like, oh, that's what I was looking for. All right, so you're able to bypass the main power and hook up auxiliary, and the keypad, glows to life.
Now try password or admin.
That one always works for me.
Have you tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Well, Ibretta did give you the passcode.
That's how you get into the secret snack vault on the ship.
Captain's personal log. Noted.
Too many secrets. If you don't have anything to hide, then why would you password something? So this man must have much to hide.
Well, he is the administrator. There's probably sensitive data that he needs to protect.
He'll be brought to light. Professor, bring it to light for us.
I think Vin.
Beep, 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 beep.
Vin Pseudo plays along with us. He has his own character that answers us. It's quite funny.
Yes, it's the voice from the sky, the narrator. All right, Zivrak, the door has opened in front of you. I'd like you to give me a perception. Actually, anybody who's right there at the door next to him, give me a perception.
I have a bad feeling. Wait, you should stand over here.
Woohoo! Actually, wow. Okay, cool.
I really need to put a point of training in there.
Yeah, I would too. No, you can do it either under skills or your main tab.
I did it.
Well, everything inside the entrance seems normal. I mean, the room has obviously been, excuse me, ransacked.
Well, it seems normal, so why doesn't everyone else go in first? Because of the water elemental incident, I'm not going first.
It smells like rough sex in here. Cotton, you go first.
Okay. Cotton's gonna sneak inside.
All right, Cotton, you step in.
No.
And
oh, God, I'm sorry.
I need a reflex save.
A reflex save can be found. Where?
Actually, I wonder.
Tab.
I don't think
right here.
Work.
Main tab, I think.
Hold on. I'm wondering if this will work. Okay, that was it.
Yeah, missed.
Oh. Well, as you step on something that kind of squishes slightly underfoot, this sonic blast comes out of the or comes off the wall and just barely misses you. And actually, it does say a reflex save. I don't know why it's a attack, but yeah, you did save that, and it only does supposed to do half damage. I don't know why it has the. It's not.
Well, if it missed, it does no damage.
I think he should have backflipped out of the area.
Well, that's. Oh, I was seeing if it would roll the DC save. If I just dragged on.
It does no damage.
But it still does. Still does half damage to you. So it's going to do 6.
Well, fuck, man.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty.
That's like I'm dead.
Is it initiative time?
No, you saved on that reflex save, so you took half damage, which was 6. So it only hit your stamina.
I feel like shit right now, guys. Oh.
Yeah, your ears are ringing. You feel like you had a metal pipe in your hand that you just slammed against a concrete floor.
It's like coming out of a disco tech concert where the music was too loud.
Oh, is that the kind with the laser lights everywhere?
Oh, it was awful, like a rave.
No offense, Cotton, but you're fatter than I am. You got a 6 in fat, and I only got a 4.
Are you fat shaming me, Captain? I'll have to find other ingestation methods other than eating like brownies and cookies and stuff like that.
Point well taken. I take my fatness with a bit of shame, but still. It's in the combat tracker. That's why I mentioned it's funny. We have one of the things is I guess it means something, but it's fatigue. FAT.
It's fatigue, but yeah, it just says fat.
All right, so
you see Cotton blow up like a like a beach ball.
Well, it was just a sonic blast, and you got your noodle shaking a bit.
He has an allergy to sonic blast.
Hey, you've been watching me shake my nut.
Something about the nuts in the sonic blast. It makes him swell up like a bullfrog.
I thought Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
He was a good friend of mine.
I am not swollen, however. Not at the present time.
So what? That was on the door to get in here?
It was a pressure pad once you stepped in.
Okay.
What's inside anyway?
I said, don't step on that right here. Yeah, what's in here?
If you want to disable it, you can get somebody can give me an engineering.
Be careful with this thing.
We'll run a China shop. Disable that for us.
Yep, you snip the red wire, and you know that it's been deactivated.
That should probably work. Hey, wait, you're pretty big. Go stand on the plate. Make sure it doesn't explode you.
All right. The interior of Madeline's residence is in disarray and has plainly been thoroughly searched.
It seems someone got us here before us. Yeah.
And then they reset the trap before they left, I guess. Fucker.
Maybe they put the trap in the first place.
You know, stepped over it.
Nothing happens, Wit.
Thanks, Wit.
All right. Are you still kind of looking around at the stuff that's in disarray?
Yes. Do we need to roll anything?
Perception.
Fuck.
What a fucking mess.
Wow.
I'm on perception fire.
Well, since you both got 220s, I'm going to say that you both reached for the same pile of papers, and as you did,
our fingertips touch when we do. We look up each other, and the spark between us is readily apparent.
Hey, where'd that music come from?
Can you feel the love tonight?
Captain's personal log.
Utterly.
Enter.
Get it? Minute never.
Enter. Officer relations is not approved at Starfinder Academy. This will be logged and noted.
And apparently, Bishop likes to make up shit.
I've got this little thing in my hand. It's silver. It's got like a little button. It's like a personal recorder. That's what he's using. he's just fucking personal logging everything that comes up. It seems.
Actually, I was going to say you went to go reach for the same stack of papers, and you both kind of jerk away at the same time when you go to pick it up.
And jerk each other.
This one particular report kind of falls off and lands at your feet. You examine it, and it seems to be something about a Blue Tin Ridge and a mining accident.
A mining accident? Why don't you read this aloud, Jeremiah? Pen on the desk.
Doesn't give much information other than, let's see. The report indicates that 3 people were injured in an accident, and their last names were Lee, L-I, but are expected to make a full recovery.
Holy Riley.
Oh my god!
I'll make sure to point that out to the captain.
That is awesome. Oh my god. Wow.
Captain, read
I've
this.
never met one who can do that. But wow. It reminds me of the Sarlacc pit from Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, apparently Boba Fett managed to survive the Sarlacc pit.
He did in the books, if you had read any of them. Tales of the Jabba's Palace, I think.
I've read several of the articles that have mentioned that as well.
Yeah.
But as you know, Disney is doing away with any sort of Legends canon. That means pretty much all of the books that anybody's ever written about in the Star Wars universe.
Well, it's how you make money. And in the books, he actually does maintain his mercenary ways, but Disney's apparently going the route where he's not necessarily going to be a mercenary anymore. That's cool. It's good either way.
I'm not sure. I haven't watched the new episode.
Who, Boba Fett? He's a Mandalorian, isn't he?
Well, they say no, not really.
Supposedly he was cloned from Jango Fett, who was supposedly, or he was cloned from Jango, and Jango was supposedly a Mandalorian, but I'm not too sure because in the Clone Wars it was mentioned and they said that he wasn't a Mandalorian. He just had Mandalorian
he's geeking out, people. He's fucking geeking out now.
And Disney has changed that.
So.
Who's your favorite character from Star Wars, man?
Who's my favorite what?
Character from Star Wars.
Young Obi-Wan.
Wait, young Obi-Wan? Which one?
The Clone Wars. Episode 2, 3, okay. Obi-Wan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. Ewan McGregor, I think his name is.
That's when he still got his afro.
Yeah, that's before he has his longer hair, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like episodes 2 and 3 as opposed to one where he's practically just a teenager, it looked like.
Mine was always Darth Vader because Darth Vader reminded me of my dick.
If it's making those sounds, black? You might want to get that checked out. Cheer up.
Half dead and covered in armor.
It's got a little pump on the side that
Yeah.
Make little breathing sound.
Mine has a nice little helmet type shape to the actual head. Now, as a kid, I noticed that when I was playing with my Darth Vader figure, and of course I was playing with my dick as well because I was a perverted little child. So, one and one make two. I made the clear distinction that mine resembles the Darth Vader. So there you go. It's a true story.
So, look over there. There's some papers and stuff on that desk. Anything else in here of relevance? Voice in the sky?
Yes, voice in the sky. Move us along.
Gonna recommend you to the spirit in the sky.
I'm gonna tuck this report away just in case.
Captain's personal log. The professor seems to be a kleptomaniac.
He got a friend in Jesus.
Must keep a close eye on supplies and snacks on board ship.
Is there anything else in here? Is there like a computer or anything?
Nothing of relevance.
I want to know what their like record Minesweeper times were.
Really, Brad?
I didn't even use the word space.
I know, but still.
Space papers, space books, space chair.
Space records.
Space hamsters.
Space
dildos.
Space caping.
Well, I'm still watching this, by the way, and I'm just totally fucking.
All right, so you're pretty certain that there's nothing else of relevance to find here.
My favorite part is how the friend is like not paying attention at first. It just looks up midway through of this GIF in chat.
Now I have to go look. Oh my. Yeah, bad brain freeze indeed.
The chick in the back's actually hot. The chick up here eating the ice cream is not my type at all. But the chick in the back, yeah, I could roll with her.
Do a barrel roll. All right. Well, it is approaching 10 o'clock.
It is.
Would y'all like to return to?
Yes.
I suppose you could go by Goria's.
Yeah, I think we'd probably go to Goria's on the way.
All right. So
Return
do you
to
want to do
Space
that?
Dock.
Yeah, let's do that real quick so that we've got all that done. Knock, knock. Avon calling.
Hey, did you order a pizza? Hey, that's a good idea. Captain, we should get a pizza later.
Space pizza.
I don't have minor illusion, but if I did, I would like minor illusion myself to look like the Noid from Domino's Pizza in the 80s and the early 90s.
Yeah, the Noid.
You kind of see the same thing. Door opens up just a little bit. You see a Lashunta female peeking out. Says, "Yeah, who are you? What do you want? You're obviously not Aslanti."
We won't talk to you. Open the door. Britta has sent us.
Well, aren't you just a cup full of handsome? And she lets you in.
I am, thank you.
No,
Cock
she was
block.
referring to Bishop.
No.
She was referring to Bishop.
Play on that. Let's go with that. Yeah, I like that. Let's roll with that. Go ahead, Brad. Work that out. Keep going. Hell yeah, I like that. Do it. Do it.
I am a professor, you know.
Oh, good lord.
That's wonderful. I love intelligent men.
It's like they say, archaeologists do it in the dirt.
Well, he's got about a half the package.
And she says, "Oh my," and you can tell that she's blushing, and her antennae are kind of waving about excitedly.
Rashing back and forth.
No, I was thinking like just kind of wiggling out of his excitement. Anyway, this is no time for this. There's an occupation going on. I'm sure you know.
It's true. Do you know anything about mines?
Well, yeah, my brother and nieces are up at Blue Ten Ridge in the mining post there. I heard there was an accident recently. I'm really worried about them, and I can't call them because of the Aslanti.
Hey, Captain. You might have to have a conversation with them about this. Here, take the report.
I
the
know.
Captain has something to tell you.
Yes.
Well,
I'll take it.
But Professor, I'd much rather hear it from you, especially if it's good news.
Okay, well, it's not so much good news. We found this report in Madeline's office about an accident.
Yes, I'm aware of the accident. I'm just concerned for my brother and nieces.
Did it say the results of the accident?
Yes, they were injured, but they should make a full recovery.
Oh, yeah, well, they got injured, but they should be better. Here, you can read the whole report here.
Oh, that's wonderful. She takes it from you and she looks over it and says, yes, this is great. I'm so relieved.
Speaking of relieved, excuse me, and Cut goes out and goes into the woods! Oh. Drake Takes just hosted a stream.
Oh.
Raid. Drake raiding. That kind of scared me a little bit.
What's up, Drake?
What up?
Folks?
What up, Drake and folks? Alright, so you got anything for us, lady? Other than the hots for Wooly Bully? He is horny.
Yeah, I'm reading.
Hey, Valtrex.
Anything else you need help with?
Well, I had heard about how to a weird occurrence at the water at the moisture collector.
Oh yeah.
I learned Aquan years ago while an exchange student on a watery moon of Mahoy.
Kalamalamua
From the moon of Calamari,
Kal-
yeah.
Kalamahoy.
Kalamaha,
And,
Kalamaha.
Kalamahoy.
she was singing the song in Aquan while passing near the water collector yesterday.
There was some kind of elemental.
Oh, strange.
It tried to kill me. I got better.
Well, it's a shame you couldn't come to me first, because I know Aquan. I possibly could have helped you.
That probably would have been easier. Hey, could you give me notes on Aquan later? Maybe I'll take notes and learn that.
Actually, I learned it through Babel, through Babelfish.
And did you?
And she goes to a data pad and says, "Here, download this."
Your personal data pad there, Professor.
Well, it was just the one on the language. But anyway, when you take a rank of culture, you may learn Aquan if you wish. I suppose any of y'all.
Well, what if I got a rank of culture already?
Well, you only gain another language when you gain
I see.
a rank of culture.
Gotcha.
Well, I got 2 in culture apparently.
Do you?
Yeah.
You shouldn't, because you're still level 1, aren't you?
Yes, you should know I'm level 1, but I've got apparently 2. Fuck, I got 2 in acrobatics, 2 in bluff, 2 in culture, 2 in diplomacy, 2
So
in
we leveled up and you
mysticism.
didn't tell us, Venno.
No, we shouldn't have. I mean, fuck, I don't know. I'm looking at I haven't changed anything. I added the
No,
the
your ranks are
gigolo.
fine. No, your ranks are fine.
I'm looking at the wrong thing, aren't I? Yes, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Fuck. Okay, forget it.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to look at the rank column.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this shit. Sorry.
It's okay. It's all good. We're still all kind of learning the system a little bit, I think.
Yep, Carlin was everything already. That's why we have to ask him about everything.
All right. Well, I'm assuming you return to Ibretta's.
Yep, and plug our phone,
If there wasn't anything else you wanted us
pistols
to do or
in.
anything, like the other people are like, I'm on the side quest.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at this lady before we leave. As we leave, I'm gonna say, with the professor, with him, you could have a steam train. If only you'd lay down your tracks.
She gives you a very confused look.
And I'll just walk away.
Whatever. All right. Well, you return to Ibretta's, and when you get there, you find her in a bit of a panic. Jellic is not there. He apparently has not returned from his sabotage mission. And Ibretta says that he's been captured and they plan on executing him.
We must go rescue him immediately. Next episode.
And this episode was proudly brought to you by Vino Free Campsex. Free Campsex.
Remember,
use bonus code VROOSH to save 10% today.
Yeah, I'm sharing that with you if you want to take note of it.
They got him. The Aslanti, I mean. They got Jellic. That idiot snuck out for some ill-advised sabotage, and a pair of them damn soldiers caught him. They're not going to imprison him. They're going to execute that little motherfucker any minute. Just the southwest here. I think they'll wait only long enough for a small crowd to gather and then make a lesson out of his ass. Please hurry. Please rescue that stupid little motherfucker.
I can spend RP for 10 minutes rest.
Yeah, we can do that.
Try to
Hurry.
do another
Wait, he's about to be executed. Hey, hold on, lady. We gotta rest our HP.
Please.
I really need a snack.
What a
They're going to execute any
spending.
minute.
What a spending RP.
It's just to the southwest where we literally just came from.
RP result
We-
points.
We didn't see the crowd gather. We didn't see anything from the southwest. It was all
Main
quiet.
tab.
Main tab.
Bottom right, 3 buttons, middle blue.
Stam. Resolve system. Oh, fatigue is.
One label stam, yeah.
Ah, sweet. All right.
Nice. Excellent. Well, let's go kick their ass next week. Right here.
Ma'am, we'll rescue that damned fool next week.
Thanks for coming by, everybody. And it's late. I'm not going to go try to find somebody to raid tonight. So that is that. Well, I don't know. I guess. Raid! Anyway, we're out. Thanks for coming by.
Everybody have a good night.
Everybody have a good night. Say bye-bye.